Morning. Meant to film this in front of my house, but I'm a few minutes late, and I'm hitting the road for a wild day. Who would have thought? Who would think? Whatever you're supposed to say. I don't know what you're supposed to say. I'll talk to my buddy Dan Roy about that, who's an English teacher at a local prominent school. I was never good at grammar. Thank God for Mrs. Hunley, Priscilla Hunley at the Belmont Hill School. Bye, house. Bye, Penelope. Bright front lawn full of effing weeds. I hate you. But I have an action-packed, really fun day today. Starting with a measure for Kelly McGuill in Freeport, Maine. Freeport, I think. Freeport. Hi, how are you? It's a friendly neighborhood. Followed up with a measure for a new designer. I'll have to update you on the name. I honestly don't remember. But it's a theater with a double layered drapery. Kelly McGuill is a whole house project in Freeport. I'm pretty sure it's Freeport. It starts with a free. Other neighbor. Finishing the day with one of my all-time favorites, a bunch of measures for Laura Pierce of Keeler and Company. As I've posted in the past, she opened up a beautiful store. There I go again, using the word beautiful. I'm limited. I'm limited on my adjectives. An adjective? I'll have to ask Mrs. Hunley or Dan. But she opened the Rusticator up in Seal Harbor, Maine, and up near Acadia National Park. But she's got a bunch of clients up there, so I'm making the trip. I'm dropping off a bunch of pieces and things we made for her. We're gonna measure up a few things, and she's working on a hotel up there too, which is very exciting. And yeah, it's gonna be a long day. It's about five hours up, 5 hours back. It's going to be a solid 12 to 14 hour day, but hey, I love it. I love it because 4 months ago, oops, we got a lot of shaking going on here. 4 months ago, I was sitting at home, not knowing what was going to happen. So I got some snacks. I got some water. Might even have a couple cigars. I don't smoke cigars that often, but this might be a cigar ride home, you know? It's just the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes you film an Instagram video twice in a week. Sometimes you don't do it for 2 months. It's whatever mood you're in. So we'll give you some updates from the road. It's time for some calls with the workroom and some podcast work, and we'll take it from there. I was completely wrong, by the way. It reminds me of a scene from Dumb and Dumber. It's not Freeport at all. It's Falmouth, Maine. I should have said started with an F. I would have been a lot safer that way. Falmouth, Maine for Kelly McGuill. Whole house measure. Emily Rand of Morrison Design House in Lincolnville, Maine. It's basically I'm stopping on my way up to Seal Harbor. And yeah, Falmouth, Maine. I was completely wrong. I think the scene in Dumb and Dumber was swimmy, swammy, Samsonite. I was way off. Yeah, Falmouth, Maine, not Freeport. So, just to be clear. Just finished in Falmouth, Maine, with Kelly McGuill. I love Kelly. She's my kind of person. So easy to work with. Great designer, and I love her team too. Gabby and Rhea are so sweet, and yeah, I like working with them. It's always good to get a call from them to go do a measure. So we had a great installation for them yesterday on a project that is going to have a lot of other parts to it as well. But off to Lincolnville, Maine. Didn't realize it's an hour and 45 minutes from where I am north. So it's going to be a lot of driving today, as expected. But this is an interesting project. So this is like a theater drapery on a motorized track with a sheer layer and a blackout layer. Yeah, I'm excited to see when we get there, see what it's all about. Like, back to Kelly's project, a lot of cafe shutters, a lot of shades, pair of draperies. I'll have to have the guys take some photos when they go up to install. Not much else exciting here. That was Falmouth, Maine, by the way, not Freetown and Freeport, Falmouth, Maine. So, yeah, take it from there. Next and last stop of the day, Seal Harbor, Maine. Got another hour and 45 minutes north. But this was a beautiful project. I met with Emily and Jenny, and it's a tricky situation. It's an amazing view, wall-to-wall motorized drapery tracks. You know, you don't want to block the view, but there's not much room to stack anything. It's you'll see in the photo I took, it's tricky, but you know, we'll do a little less fullness. We talked about what type of fabric to use with the sheer behind it. I think the end result is going to be beautiful, but we might put some kind of tie backs to kind of, these are my tie back hands. These are holding the drapery back. I noticed during these videos, I don't know what to do with my hands. I tend to touch my face a lot. I guess you're not supposed to touch your face a lot these days. Anyway, I'm hungry. I have to pick up something yummy on the way, but I'm off to meet my friend Laura, and hopefully we can have a lobster roll or something like that, and their awesome husband Vassar and their cool dog Henry. Anyway, it's gonna be a long day. We're almost halfway there. We'll see how it goes. Random note that I wanted to point out. Number one, we got the new Macus drapery shirts brought to you by Under Armour. We're not sponsored by Under Armour, but it's kind of fun to pretend. Very nice, very fitting, very cool and comfortable. And I bought some for all the boys and the ladies in the shop too. My mom bought some weird jacket. I don't know. It's very bizarre. That was her request. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day. And when I was a kid, my mom's dad, Papu George, was always in the shop. And it was so weird because he used to wear his glasses above his ears. And then, what do you know, I'm driving. And I just realized that I wear my sunglasses above my ears. And I used to think it was so weird that he did that. But I realized that, you know, if it's in the blood, it's in the blood. You're gonna do the same thing. Ooh, the only donut. Huh. God, I'm so hungry. So, yeah, I'm driving up Route 1. I'm gonna get something good here. I deserve it. I've been driving like crazy. But yeah, the sunglasses above the ears. It's comfortable. It's a weird look. But, you know, Papu George did it. I made fun of him for it. Now I'm doing it too. I'm sure my kids will make fun of me for it. They're starting to become that way. Same way I make fun of Phil the Thrill. Speaking of shirts, we got him red shirts because his soccer team is red. I think he's pretty happy about it, but we didn't get him a collar, and he's very specific about his shirt, so we may have to reorder for him with a collar. I'll take some video of him. I mean, enough of me. We need more Phil and Maria on here. Mom had dental surgery, so she's kind of down and out. I think she's high as a kite on some sort of pain meds, even though she says it's just Tylenol. We'll see. All right, off to northern Maine. Some people say to me, Manny, you know, why do you drive so far to do your work? You know, I don't see it any other way. I mean, these are designers I work with in Boston that have work all over New England, and I don't want to see them go elsewhere. And also, once I start working with someone, I know what they're thinking before they say it. Especially with Kelly McGuill, who I met with today, and Laura Pierce from Keeler and Company. You know, you build these relationships, and for me to spend a day and drive around and we'll charge for a trip charge to get the guys up there, and they're long, grueling days when the guys go up to install so far away. They're tough. I mean, we typically sleep over. These days, sleeping over is not quite an option, but hey, that's the way. I'm going to go wherever the business takes me, and that's the way it is. So it was a great day today. The sun wasn't really out, but I've been listening to this Winds of Change podcast. My cousin recommended it to me, and it's great. I highly recommend it. It's so entertaining. The hours just fly by. So, got to do a little bit of junk on the road. It's kind of part of these long road trips. I think I'm going to skip the cigars tonight, though. I'm going on a family trip next week with the family. I don't want to smoke cigars in the car. It's gross, but I will have one somewhere at some point. But more importantly, taking Friday off for my 16th wedding anniversary with my amazing wife. She's great. She is truly the boss of the family, and takes care of me and puts up with me. And I'm very, very, very fortunate to have her in my life. So we're gonna go spend the day together and have some fun. And I'm looking forward to the fall. We were talking about it today with the ladies in the office, Lori and Olivia, and it is going to be busy. And I'm not complaining. We're just trying to figure out how to get through it all and do it right, and make people happy, and keep providing the service and the attention to detail we provide. We do make mistakes. I made a couple this week I'm not happy about. But we fix them right away, and that's the way it goes. So, on to 95 South, about 4 more hours of driving, and I'll be home around 11. Long day, but a great day. It's all worth it, and we'll catch up again soon.